Hello everyone, myself Bhavana. In this video, I'm gonna teach you trick to learn mineral deficiency symptoms. This topic is from Mineral Nutrition chapter of class level Ncert. It is from physiology pattern. So let's begin our session. Before going into the main topic, I want to teach you some basic terms. Critical concentration. Critical concentration is a particular concentration below which if an element is supplied to the plant will exhibit deficiency symptoms. Let's take the example of calcium. Calcium is a macronutrient. The concentration of macronutrient required by the plant is 10 millimole per kg of dry matter. If I supply calcium to the plant 9 millimole per kg of dry matter, then the calcium is deficient element to the plant and the plant will exhibit a deficiency symptom for calcium. So that particular concentration 10 millimole per kg of dry matter is known as critical concentration, and based on the mobility the elements are classified as mobile elements and immobile elements. Mobile elements are the elements which are transported from senescent parts to young parts. 4 examples are given in Ncert for mobile elements. Those are nitrogen, potassium, magnesium and phosphorus. Trick to remember, these elements are PNP Maggie. You'll come across this but PNP diode in class 12 physics semiconductor chapters. So you remember PNP Maggie. P stands for phosphorus, N stands for nitrogen, P stands for potassium. Always remember Maggie stands for magnesium. PNP Maggie. Immobile elements. Immobile elements are the elements which cannot be transported from senescent part to young parts. They remain in senescent parts only. The examples for these immobile elements are calcium and sulfur. You remember class word. S stands for sulfur and class stands for calcium. Class stands for calcium. You interchange these words. CLAAL, calcium. And one more important point to remember here is the deficiency symptom for mobile elements first appear in senescent part, because in senescent part these elements will be broken down and they will be sent to young leaves. So the element is deficient first to senescent part. So the deficiency symptom will be first appear in senescent part, whereas for immobile elements the deficiency symptom first they will be appearing younger leaves or younger parts, because they can't be mobilized to younger parts, they will remain in senescent parts only. So the mineral will be deficient first for young leaf, so the symptoms will be appeared first in young leaves. So this is the most important point to remember here. And next we'll go to deficiency symptoms. There are 4 deficiency symptoms mentioned in Ncert. Those are chlorosis, necrosis, stunted growth and delayed flowering. So first symptom is chlorosis. Chlorosis means loss of chlorophyll. Due to this, plant part will become yellow. There are few elements examples given in Ncert. These are the examples. So there will be a little difficulty to remember all these elements, because the same element is nitrogen. Will take it is repeated for stunted growth and it is repeated for delayed flowering. There will be a little difficulty to remember all these elements. So I'll give you a trick for this. You remember this sentence. Chlorosis. You remember this sentence. Green monks, fir mangi, zinc magi. I mentioned green here because chlorosis means green, loss of chlorophyll, the loss of green color. So there is no element in this word. Monks. MO stands for molybdenum. N stands for nitrogen. K stands for potassium. S stands for sulfur. Fir. I wrote fir as FEER. Fir. Fe means iron. Mangi, manganese, zinc, Maggie. I already mentioned Maggie stands for magnesium. And the meaning of this sentence, green monks, fir mangi, zinc Maggie, is green monks asked for Maggie again. You remember this sentence, all these elements will be covered in this element and in this sentence, and it will be easy for you. And next deficiency symptom is necrosis. Necrosis means death of tissue, especially the leaf tissue. So the deficiency elements for this necrosis is magnesium, calcium, copper and potassium. So trick to remember these elements is Maggie ka cook died by cutting neck. Maggie means magnesium, Ka means calcium, cook. Generally we will write cook as COOK, but I have mentioned this CUK, cook. Cu stands for copper, K stands for potassium. I mentioned here died because necrosis means death of the tissue. Maggie ka cook died means Maggie ka chef has died. So these are the elements which are responsible for the deficiency symptom necrosis. You remember this sentence, the elements will be remembered automatically. Next deficiency symptom is stunted growth, and it is also mentioned as inhibition of cell division. And the deficiency elements for this symptom is molybdenum, nitrogen, potassium and sulfur. You remember these all elements will be come in the word monks. You remember it as stunted growth in monks. In monks, they have become thin. Why they have become thin? Because Maggie's chef has died. There are no one to cook for them, so they have become thin. So stunted growth in monks. MO stands for molybdenum, N stands for nitrogen, K stands for potassium, S stands for sulfur. Okay. Next is delay flowering. So generally monks have delayed flowering on Mondays as they have become thin. Mondays, you remember Mondays, molybdenum, nitrogen and S stands for sulfur. These are the three deficient elements: molybdenum, nitrogen, sulfur. So this is the video. This will be helpful for you to remember all these deficiency elements. Hope this video is informative to you. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share to your friends. It will be helpful for your friends also. Thanking you.